The official Trinitarian belief defines Jesus as man, but not a man. He's human, not a human person. Do you agree with that, Chalcedonian language?
I don't agree with everything in the Chalcedonian Creed. Specifically, I do not adhere to eternal sonship, nor do I believe that Mary is the mother of God. I don't put a lot of stock in the creeds. Again, I try to formulate my beliefs from the scriptures.
Sorry, you don't believe the Son is eternal?
I don't believe in the eternal sonship, no.
When was he created?
So I believe that the Word has always existed with God.
Right.
The
So
Word
that's
became flesh in the person and work of Jesus. We know from Hebrews chapter 1 that the Son, or the sonship, or the begottening happened at the incarnation. And so when God brought up his firstborn into the inhabited earth, the Bible says all of God's angels worshiped him. And so there are many of those who hold on to eternal sonship. I think it's the predominant Trinitarian view. I do not. I believe that the term of sonship is a functional term and not that which is in his eternal nature.
So this goes to my question. That's why I'm asking, because the so-called Orthodox position is that you have this pre-existing Son of God comes into Mary, takes on flesh. What is birthed, right, is the man Jesus, who we call the man Jesus, the Messiah. Jesus is man, human, but the creeds, and they're very careful with their language at that point, because then he's man, but he's not a man. In other words, he's not a human person, because the one and only person is this eternal or pre-existing Son of God.
I think you're misunderstanding the creeds there. I really don't think that's the point of the language in the creeds. Nor, we believe that Jesus Christ is 100% man. He is fully human. He's fully man. It's not that Jesus, put aside his divinity. It's that he added on to himself another nature, namely that of a human, likened after the fashion of Adam. He's the second Adam. And so it's not that God became flesh and then left his divinity in the garage. He continued to be eternal God, but he took on human nature, which is what we see in Philippians chapter 2, verses 5 through 11.
So how do you understand the emptying in Philippians 2? He emptied himself. What did he empty himself?
Well, we look at that verse. The emptying is by adding the form of a slave, adding the form of a servant. And so he may empty himself of divine prerogatives while he is experiencing human weaknesses, because the Bible says, of course, he is human. He ate, he walked, he slept, he had to use the bathroom. He had human limitations as to his humanity.